What's going on, everybody? This is No Comment Show. You already know who I am, so I'm gonna skip the intro. And you already know who that is.
Mom.
And today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be listing Kanye West projects from our favorite to top. From bottom to top. Favorite to least favorite, or best to worst, however you want to take it. Alright? We're gonna be using two factors: how it sounds sonically, your personal opinion sonically, and impact wise in his career or just in general. So let's just jump right into it. I want you to give me your list.
Okay.
And I'll give my list, and then we'll tell you guys why we picked that list particularly. And I think when we talked last night, your list was a lot more different than mine, and I got pretty heated. But I'm
different from a lot of people.
I want you to give me the same fucking energy.
I'm gonna give you the same. I'm gonna give you. Listen, Kanye West is my favorite fucking artist in all of music, and I obviously want to stress once more that impact is very, very important when we're talking Kanye terms in regards to his albums.
Right.
Because Kanye has broken the mold many, many times, and Kanye's projects have created, the Travis Scotts of the world. So we have to obviously include impact, because Kanye West's impact on the game, Kanye West's impact on fashion goes back to his music. And that's exactly why my list is very controversial, but it's very, very, very needed, because people just, hear music, but music is more than just, what you hear. It's how it affects the way you dress, in regards to Kanye especially, because it's very important. When you walk into a store and you got Yeezys on you, niggas' heads is turning.
Pick up your foot, show them. I don't know if they can see that. That's impact, baby.
That's
impact.
Right
That's
here.
Impact,
this
baby.
This is impact.
That's Life of Pablo right there.
Life of Pablo right here. Go right into it.
Alright, go. Let's hear it then. Let's hear your list, man.
Number 6.
So much shit right now.
Any fucking comments you guys have, put under the no comment.
Oh yeah, I want to know, because you guys are talking on Instagram.
I'm gonna catch a lot of fucking rap. I don't care. Like I said, you can't tell me shit about Kanye West. Number 6, late registration. Fuck with
what?
Me. The reason why late registration.
Wait. We're going from top to bottom, right?
No. We're going from bottom to top.
Bro, you're putting late registration at the bottom?
Late registration is at the bottom, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why.
Get the fuck out, bro. The door's right there.
Late registration is at the bottom because late registration has the least impact of all of Kanye's albums. That's why it's at the bottom. Sonically, production-wise, lyrics-wise, obviously Late Registration is an amazing album. However, when I speak in impact terms, Late Registration.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Late Registration has the least impact of all of Kanye's albums. That is a fucking fact. If you know anything about Kanye West.
Because you're saying, okay, I know why you're saying that.
Why am I saying it?
Because Late Registration is basically a sequel to College Dropout.
Exactly.
Alright. But still, like, an overall project though, I take Late Registration as more of like the big brother to College Dropout. It was like, College Dropout was already perfection in itself. Late Registration is kind of like just updated and more upgraded version of College Dropout. It's like the more cleaned up perfection.
It's unfortunate
of what College Dropout was.
That anything has to be in the bottom, because Late Registration is better.
That's true,
it's better than most albums that
came out.
people have put out.
That came out what, 2005?
4. No. It was 04.
No, 2005, because College Dropout came out in 2003.
3, exactly. So no, it was. I think it was it's next year. No. I think it was 04. I'm almost positive. It doesn't. Irregardless of what year it came.
I hope whoever's watching this just pause the video and then look it up, because if he's wrong, throw those Yeezys out. Okay, and then just don't ever list again.
When we have a Lil Wayne album ranking, I'll let you do all the fucking talking. When we're talking Kanye West, we're talking Kanye West, you can't tell me shit.
It's 2005, right? I'm gonna shit on you, baby.
2005.
What?
Okay.
All right, go continue your list, man. I'm tired of this.
Late Registration, number 6, because it has the least impact. Musically, Late Registration is amazing. I'm not putting that past anything, but I'm simply saying that lyrics impact, it's the weakest.
Okay.
And and these two have to obviously meet, impact as well as musically. Musically, Late Registration is all the way up here. Impact wise, it's down here. That's the problem. There's no meeting. You know what I mean? They don't meet each other.
Right.
That's the issue.
Okay.
Coming in at number 5.
Okay.
Yeezus. Yeezus is number 5 because I listened to Yeezus yesterday, front to fucking back. It got so much heat in 2013 because, oh, what the fuck is this? What does it sound like? This is crazy. What the fuck?
Right.
All that fucking nonsense. Yeezus is way before its time. way before its time. In 2013, it sounded abrasive to a lot of people because they had not heard anything like that. Yeah. That a Yeezus drop in 2018 would not sound as far-fetched as it did in 2013. That's my point. And that's exactly why Yeezus, impact-wise, is huge, because it's not an album that, you know, if you play today, it's like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, all this weird shit that's going on, all the Tekashi's and 69s of the world that are making all this weird ass fucking music, like, they're thriving.
Right.
And you're meaning to tell me that Yeezus isn't a great project for the simple fact that it's something that you haven't heard before? Get the fuck out of here. That impact, it can't be overlooked. Right. It can't be, for that simple reason. And, you know, this leads me into my next point, which is, you know, Yeezus in 2 years' time, I believe it's gonna be number 5, where TLOP is at right now, because TLOP, another album, the reason why it's not at the bottom with Late Registration, because TLOP musically is his worst album. But impact-wise, putting his album at the fucking fashion show, premiering it at Madison Square Garden, started this whole era of the Yeezy craze and the Yeezy supply. You know, like, it can't be overlooked. And that's exactly why it's number 5, because musically it's still good. Production is amazing on TLOP. The production is amazing. And a lot of people said, oh, Kanye wasn't rapping on it. Kanye wasn't rapping on it. Who fucking cares? Kanye West allowed everybody on that project to shine. And at the end of the day, it's Kanye West's project. So you can't say that, you know, TLOP is not good because Kanye wasn't rapping on it. Kanye West's name is on that fucking album, so it is Kanye West's project.
I understand what you're trying to say. You're saying the hype was big. But I feel like the Yeezus would have popped off even without.
Yeah, because he's Kanye West, but they would have, would they have flown off the shelves the way they do now? No, bro. It's not a coincidence that when he fucking premiered his album at Madison Square Garden, let me say that again for you, Madison Square Garden, not the fucking Radio City Music Hall, Madison Square Garden, it premiered his fashion show, because Kanye West knew what he was doing in regards to how he was gonna take over the fashion game. The music accompanied it. And it shouldn't be something that is coincidental. It's very strategic. And, you know, this entire Pablo phase, it started with the Pablo merch. Everybody wanted the fucking Pablo tee. Oh, I feel like Pablo. Oh, I feel like Kobe. Like, this is not a coincidence, bro. And that's what I'm simply trying to tell you, that TLOP's impact is huge. It's huge, bro. We're still in that TLOP era. That's what you fail to realize. Until he drops the next project, we're still in the TLOP era. So whether or not you want to revisit the project is up to you. But it still doesn't change the fact that he catapulted to the fucking stratosphere with this album. And, you know, it coincided with his fashion line. And that's why we're all wearing fucking Yeezys. That's why we all want, you know, Kanye merch.
So is that obviously subject to change in about 2-3 years based off the fashion line, or based off the music itself?
The music can't keep up, so not even what I'm simply saying is that we all, like, musically is very important. I don't want to make it, you know, a complete impact argument, because music is very important, and the music itself won't keep up, because at the end of the day, like I said, impact is huge, but we also have to factor in musically. And with TLOP, the impact is here once again, and then the musically is here. So it's too uneven. That leads me to 808s and Heartbreaks, number 4. Okay. 808s and Heartbreaks is where that margin starts to lessen, because 808s are very prevalent in hip hop today. Because of why? Kanye fucking West, the genius, once again. And musically, 808s is amazing. It evokes so much emotion. Like, people can't channel their emotions into their music the way that Kanye West can. Yeah. That's why Yeezus is Yeezus. That's why 808s and Heartbreaks is 808s and Heartbreaks, because he lost his mom, he lost his fiance at the time. Like, that went straight into the fucking music, and that album can make any person emotional.
And I wouldn't necessarily say cocky, but he was pretty fucking confident to name the album 808s and Heartbreak.
Because he knew exactly what he was doing.
But the 808s itself. So knowing that it was gonna do something, or, you know, this is gonna start being prevalent in every other project in the future. So
he knew that up until that point, the 808 usage hadn't been, you know, all throughout an album the way that it was all throughout 808s and Heartbreaks. Right. And that's why he had to highlight it, because, you know, like I said, nowadays everything is about bass. The knock, the drums. Like,
yep.
Kanye's impact is unmatched.
Okay.
And that's why 808s and Heartbreak is at number, what are we at, 4?
5. That was 5, so let's go to 4 now.
4 would be Graduation. Graduation is number 4 because, like I said, now we're seeing that it's slowly but surely closing that margin. Graduation is another one that had a bigger impact. It could possibly be at number 3, but musically, Graduation is amazing. I mean, what do we got? We got Stronger. We got Flashing Lights.
Right.
We got, you know,
You like Barry Bonds. I don't really care for Barry Bonds.
Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why. Barry Bonds is fucking amazing.
You don't like The Glory, though. I
didn't say I didn't like The Glory. I said that Barry Bonds would smoke The Glory on any day of the week. That's what I said.
Yeah, but better than Glory, though. Can't talk my shit again, even if I don't hit again. Dog, are you fucking kidding? Alright. Whatever.
That's a nigga, bro.
Alright, but Graduation, you know, this is the only thing I have to say about Graduation. It's not high in my list, but it's not too low.
It's in the middle.
It's kind of in the middle, mainly because I feel like that sound, what are you trying to do with electronic, putting it with rap, with Daft Punk, you know, collabing with Daft Punk. I kind of feel like when I go back to the album, not majority of the album, but some songs kind of died out with the album. It didn't grow or age well as I expected it to, because Late Registration aged fucking well. College Dropout aged well. That's all I have to say about that, but continue what you were gonna say about Graduation.
I think we fucked. So then 2 would be College Dropout, because College Dropout, both are fucking high. Impact and musically. It's just, it's one of those albums that, you know, is so timeless. It really is the start of Kanye West, and it really is.
Ooh, I have to say one more thing about Graduation.
What?
Impact-wise, also think about who he was going up against.
50.
Exactly. And when Graduation won, that wasn't mainly because Graduation was such a great project and Curtis wasn't. It was just an era showing that, hey, now is the time that that whole thug shit is the past. We don't care about the thug shit anymore. Yeah. We care about this music. We care about nerd rap coming into the game.
Like, none of these albums have low impact. I mean, it's Kanye West we're talking about. It's just a matter of, you know, some having bigger impact than others.
Right.
And Graduation is kind of in that median point. So going back to College Dropout, polo shirts and backpacks. Like, this is when he started. This is when he started the whole era. Like, I'm telling you,
everybody
man,
wanted to be tough. Everybody wanted to be a thug back then. That's what hip hop was. That's what rap was, until there's, you know, a producer that came in wearing backpacks and polos and designer clothing.
Who was told that he couldn't rap.
He was told he couldn't rap, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys.
Came through with Through the Wire. And came through with Jesus Walks. Any and everybody knows that College Dropout could be Kanye's best album, because for a lot of people it was, you know, whether it be, you know, that was where they were at the time in their life, and they could just really resonate with it, you know what I mean?
Were in college
Dropout is like his friendliest art album, because it's his first album. This is before, you know, the media tried to portray him in this light, and then people heard the music differently. Like, you know, there was no bias. He came in as a new artist, and he gave us what? College Dropout, which is a masterpiece. Ages like fucking fine wine. Like, that album, you can rock it from fucking top to bottom. There's no holes in that album. Not a single fucking one. Right. And that's why College Dropout was number 2. And that leads us to only one more album being number 1.
I want to hear why.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
It's high on my list, I'll agree with that, but I want to know why you think it's number 1.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best album because he overcame the most adversity with that album. I'm telling you, bro, he could have easily faltered. He could have dropped something that, you know, really could have fell flat on his face, and we got the complete fucking opposite. We got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which impact-wise was fucking huge. I mean, we have, what, the fucking, what's the name of this shit? The movie that accompanied it, which was big at the time.
Oh, the My Beautiful, like the 30
The Runaway film.
The Runaway film, right,
which was fucking huge.
That was such a great video too. Oh my god,
great fucking video. We have the VMA performance that he did Runaway at, where he had the little ballerinas dancing around and the red suit. Yeah. I mean, that shit is iconic.
That's elegant. That's true fucking elegance.
Iconic, this man. I tell you, bro.
And what about also how he came off basically
the Taylor Swift incident?
Wait, but when did that happen? That happened right after 808s? That was like in the same time as 808s? Right, because he was with Amber Rose. That was like around 2009.
Time.
Right.
That was prior
that happened 2009.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So that too. So he was coming off of Taylor Swift. So he's basically the villain of America. Basically. And then two, he put out 808. So people basically thought, yo, what the fuck happened to Kanye West? Yeah. Why is he putting out this garbage of an album? And people were losing faith in Kanye West. They were actually thinking like, I don't want to listen to Kanye anymore if he's going to keep putting this out. That's why My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy could be so big and impact-wise is because he was coming off of 808s and then this album just kind of skyrocketed right back to the top. It was like Graduation put him up here, 808s dropped him over here, and then My Beautiful just brought
catapulted him to even higher than he had been.
What it was, what could have happened to Kanye West? Do you think he would have been as big as he was? I mean,
I don't think like that because Kanye West don't fail. It's panned out.
So now, when he puts out his next project, you're not looking forward to him putting out lyrics. You're not looking.
I don't need Kanye. I don't need Kanye rapping in 2018, bro. You know what Jay-Z said? I will take this line with me to the day I fucking die. Niggas want my old shit, buy my old album. Like, it's the most short, concise, but most true fucking lines. Like, yo, like this doesn't even sound crazy anymore. Like, I'm telling you, hip hop has taken such a left turn. That's why hip hop is the biggest genre in 2018. Because everybody feel like they can fucking rap. We got all the weirdos rapping now. Everybody's famous. We got fucking Cash Me Outside girl making tracks. What's her name? Bad Baby.
Yeah, Bad Barbie or
oh, that's what
is it something like that? I don't know what her name is. I forgot her name though. I actually forgot her name. But
you telling me that's charting? You telling me that nonsense is charting? Yeezus can't chart?
It's okay. He made up with it with the fucking concert anyway. All right, let's get into my list because I'm really fucking pissed that you put Late Registration at the bottom. Late Registration is #1 for me. I'm gonna go backwards. Okay, I'm gonna give you my top and then go backwards and go to the bottom. So #1 for me is Late Registration easily. Replay value is the highest for any album ever. Every single song on Late Registration I don't have a problem with. Wake Up, Mr. West. No problem with that. Heard Him Say with Adam Levine. No problem with that. Touch the Sky. One of the best songs that in my opinion, by Kanye West. One of the funniest videos too. Gold Digger. Who doesn't like fucking Gold Digger? Do you want me to go through the list? I could continue going through the list. Impact wise, okay, it doesn't have that much impact because I do see it as just a Big Brother sequel to College Dropout. But I'm not looking towards Late Registration or majority of these albums for impact. I'm looking at them in replay value and sonically, what sonically sounds pleasing to me and what I just love every track.
Okay, but Late Registration doesn't have the highest replay value in Kanye West's discography.
So what does?
College Dropout?
Yeah, but I mean I like
maybe My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I don't like every single song on I don't like every single song on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't care for Lost in the Woods or Lost in the World. I don't care for the last song.
That's from the general population
in America. But Late Registration though, there's not one song that I don't like. Every single song is amazing. If I had to pick a favorite off of Late Registration, it would probably be Touch the Sky and then maybe Gone after in Celebration. Next, that's when we get into College Dropout. College Dropout comes right next, and it's kind of a tie going between the two. They're pacing at the same rate, but it's just that Late Registration is at the top because of every single song. I love every single song. There's not one song that I can miss on that. As for College Dropout, there's not really much to say on that. It's piggybacking off of Late Registration. And do you have anything to oppose me saying College Dropout would be #2?
I mean, I oppose your #1, so I mean, that's not saying much. Yeah, I mean, I want to know where your heavyweight is, and not to say that, you know, you put in, like I said, it's unfortunate anything has to be in the bottom.
I know, that's the toughest thing about listing this, is like, so I can't get mad at you for putting one at the bottom, because it's like, bro.
I can't be mad at you for putting any of Kanye's albums at #1, because realistically speaking, you could plead an argument for each and every.
You can say Yeezus is your #1. I've had people in the comment section saying that Yeezus is their #1, and I was like,
I think that's what we're forgetting, that Kanye has set the bar so high, even for his own albums, that you get looked at crazy.
Even something like Late Registration could even make it to the top because there's so many other albums that he put out.
Which is crazy because Late Registration is a fucking painting. Like, it's an amazing album. I think I didn't give it enough justice just because simply I put it at #6. But as I said, putting any Kanye album at #6 hurts my heart.
Right. And there's not much to say about College Dropout. That's my #2. #3 is going My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like I said, sonically, it's literally a masterpiece. Album covers are a masterpiece. The art given in that album, the way he even dresses, like if you notice the way he dresses changes in every single album.
It's an era.
It's literally an era. It's a whole different world with Kanye West. He grows so much. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy will be number 3 because I like Kanye for the production, I like Kanye for rapping, I like Kanye for singing, I like Kanye for putting effort into his album, which is why you're gonna be surprised why I put TLOP kind of low, because I do think it's a lazy album.
Not a lot of people would be surprised.
Not a problem. Yeah,
I think that it just doesn't get enough credit that it deserves.
And let's just be honest. I mean, the highlight for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is gorgeous, easily gorgeous. If not, yeah, Monster. All
of the Lights. You might have forgot about those 2 tracks.
Okay, All of the Lights is an amazing track. The production put on that album is immaculate. Do I care for it? Not anymore. I don't really go back to it. I don't want to listen to it.
Did you forget about Power?
Power is a great track too. It's a great track.
Did you forget about Runaway?
Runaway is great too. But if I had to give you like top 2 or 3 tracks on this album, it's Gorgeous, it's Hell of a Life, and then Dark Fantasy. That's what I'm picking for my favorite tracks on that.
To each his own.
Now, going off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, what's coming underneath that? That's what, number 4 now? Number 4 would have to be Graduation. Now, personally, everyone's gonna disagree with me on this. I do think Graduation didn't age as well as his other projects, which is why it's not the lower half, but it is right sitting in the middle. I think it was sitting in the middle for you as well.
It was, but I wouldn't plead that argument that it didn't age like his other projects. I mean, you could throw on Stronger
Good Morning
today.
Good Morning is good. Amazing. Stronger is fine. Champion.
Stronger ain't fine. Stronger fire.
Alright, how did Champion go? I forgot how Champion
went.
Do
you realize that you are a champion?
I don't care for that. I don't care for that song. I Wonder is hot. Good Life is hot. And I'm surprised you didn't even know that the sample for Good Life was Pretty Young Thing. Can't Tell Me Nothing. Amazing. Alright, Barry Bonds, I don't care for. Drunken Hot Girls is my least favorite song on that album.
Stop disrespecting Stronger.
I'm not disrespecting Stronger. I'm just saying that it just, you know, I'll go back to it when I go back to it. If it plays in my shuffle list, it's gonna play, alright? If my arms broke and I was driving and I had to focus on the road and it plays in the shuffle, I'm not changing the song. But, you know, if I could change the song, I would. I'd go to late registration.
Sound like you don't like it too much now.
Alright, going off of that would be, I think we're at number 5 now. There's only 6 projects. I'm going with TLOP, mainly because, like I said, I like Kanye for the production. I like Kanye for the rapping, to give me like the old Kanye and give me some of the new Kanye. You know, show the progression, but also show your roots. And that's what I like The Life of Pablo for. I do think it's a lazy project. I really do think that. I do think in terms of rapping, this is Kanye motherfucking West. Pay for lyrics if you have to, bro, because show me what you could do. I mean, when you're competing with Kendrick Lamar on No More Parties in LA, it just kind of looked like you were just rapping in circles, just freestyling. That's cool, but like, I want some effort put into your project. If you're gonna make me wait 2 years for a project, I want a lot of effort put into it. And what the fuck is up with 30 Hours, man? 30 Hours is one of my favorite tracks on that album. Why the fuck would you just put an ad-lib thing at the end for the entire second half of the track, not doing anything? And what's the point of him putting Andre 3000 on it if he's just like, yo, Andre, can you help me out? 30 hours. I was hoping he was gonna rap like Andre fucking 3 stacks. That's all I have to say about that. 808s will come right before Yeezus then. It's coming right after The Life of Pablo.
Yeezus is last.
Yeah, Yeezus is last, and then right before Yeezus would be 808s. 808s, I still love 808s for certain songs like Amazing, or Coldest Winter, or Heartless, or the song with Welcome to Heartbreak?
Welcome to Heartbreak with Cudi.
With Cudi, that's a great track. And you know, I'm also factoring in Impact as well. I mean, it is pretty low because impact-wise, I mean, it did do pretty shitty because buying Graduation as my first album, I'm just like, yo, this could be one of my, you know, one of my favorite artists right now, and the influence built around him, and then he puts out 808s and Heartbreak, and I'm just like, I don't see it. I'm not seeing what the potential gain for this album is, what the future is for this album. I didn't know that 808s was going to be, you know, the prevalent sound in hip-hop right now. So I'm going off of sonically, comparing it to other albums. It kind of hit the low for me because not every song, I didn't like every single song. And then of course last is Yeezus. Yeezus was just like, What the F? Yeezus, when he put out Yeezus, that was basically his outlash at companies not wanting to put him in the fashion industry, so he put out something where it was supposed to be basically, for lack of a better term, it explains his album cover, just him just lashing out and just saying, look, I could do my own thing, I don't need to follow anybody, I'm gonna show you guys I could do my own thing, and then it slowly leads into this whole era of him following with the fashion stuff. So that's where Yeezus falls. Sonically, On Site was just like, what the fuck. The instrumental itself, I just didn't like. That whole distorted noise, whatever he was trying to do with that, it just wasn't for me. Send It Up, okay, it was a decent track. My least favorite tracks on that album would be I Am a God, the song with Chief Keef, and
Oh My Liquors is one of your least favorite songs?
Yes, it is one of my least favorite songs. And I want to say maybe Send It Up. I love I'm In It. And I obviously love Bound 2 and all the other tracks. Is my list subject to change? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so, because this is based off of sonically, what sonically pleases to my ears. Nothing's changed in the past 3, 4, 5 years, so that's what I'm gonna have to stick with. And I'm still pretty upset that you put Late Registration at the bottom. That
Something gotta be at the bottom, man.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Seriously.
I mean, you're, you know, posing, you know, different points that I necessarily didn't agree with, but then again, as I said, you know, it's just a matter of Kanye setting the bar so high that, you know, you have to really nitpick at certain
I know, it's really hard, but that's all I have to say about that. That's our list, alright? Comment, let us know, be interactive.
Subscribe, that would be cool.
Subscribe, we're doing fucking amazing. And you know who I am. I don't think we even have to do the introduction or the outro anymore. You guys know who we are. You guys come here to watch us, alright? But just in case, my name is Akil.
Mom!
And thank you for watching. Let us know what we should do next. Alright? Thank you for watching No Comment Show. Alright? Expect the videos soon. I will be updating you guys. And of course, thank you for watching. And tune in next week for another video. Peace out. Cool.